Hello. Hello. How are you? Hello. How are you? Hello. How are you? How are you today? It's good to see all my friends. It's good to see all my friends. It's good to see all my friends. How are you this morning? I'm recording this, so I had to record it because I have a doctor's appointment, but I still wanted you guys to be able to have a story and a craft today. So our story is going to be tops and bottoms, and your words are going to be backwards because I don't know how to fix it on YouTube. So I will figure out a different way to do this. But for today, that's what we're going to go with. So our story is Tops and Bottoms, adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. I'm going to take my sleeve off so it's easier to handle my book, okay? All right, we're jumping right into our story today. Tops and Bottoms. This book's different because it opens this way. And most of the time our books open like this, right? Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Look at that sleepy old bear. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off his debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something, said Mrs. Hare, cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. Look how many kids they have. They have a lot, and they were hungry. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. Hello, Bear. Wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea. Bear opened one eye and grunted. We can be business partners, Hare said. All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profits right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear. We're in this together. I'll work and you sleep. Huh? Said Bear. So what will it be? So what will it be, Bear? Asked Hare. The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you. Tops or bottoms? Ooh, let's see, Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. I wonder what that sneaky Hare is cooking up. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. See that sleepy old bear and them working so hard? Bear slept as the crops grew. There he is sleeping. When it was time for harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear. You get the tops and I get the bottoms. Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops and tossed them into a pile for Bear and put the bottoms aside for himself. Look, he's getting to keep all the parts you eat. You don't eat the tops of carrots, do you? Bear stared at his paw. But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear, Hare said. Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season, I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. Think he's going to be tricky again? So Bear went back to sleep. Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the bottoms and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. You don't eat all those roots. Those are yucky. They got all the yummy parts. The rabbits did, didn't they? Bear looked at his pile and scowled. "Hare, you have cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." Think he's going to trick him again? I don't know. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, and then watered and weeded some more. There's that sleepy old bear and those hard-working hares. Hare is another word for a bunny. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. This time you get the tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms. And I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal." That tricky old Hare. By now, Bear was wide awake. "That's it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the top, bottoms, and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through the season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. Although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. See all the vegetables they're selling, and the bear's working hard now. He's not sleeping. The end. There were lots of plants in that story, weren't there? Tops and bottoms and all kinds of different plants in that story. And I have some fun activities that you guys can do. And we're going to talk about how plants grow, because they planted different plants 3 different times in that story. So one of them is this cool flip chart, and it's the plant life cycle. And this is one that Miss Deb from church makes. And what you have to do is you cut the little flaps. So you have to get Mom to help you with this. But you cut the little flaps. We'll turn you down just a smidge. You cut the little flaps. And when you do that, when you're done, you'll lift it up and it starts with a seed. And then when you do each one, it does seed, and then germination, and then a seedling, and then it grows into a plant. Oh, angled you down too much. There we go. So, seed, germination, seedling, and then it turns into a plant. And when you put it over the top and you staple it or tape it, it makes this cool little flat book. Isn't that awesome? Another one that I found is this life cycle of a plant. And you can print the blank one, and then you print this one with the ones all over it, and then you can cut it out and put it on your blank one, or you can draw the pictures on your blank one, or you can color the blank one that talks about everything starts as a seed, and it starts to sprout, and then it gets a lot of roots, then it gets above the ground, then it grows some more, and then it finally becomes the plant. How cool is that? And you could draw that on this if you wanted to. And it says life cycle of a plant. All right, we're ready for our activity. And what you need is 2 paper plates and some colored paper. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut, or get your helper, if they don't want you to cut one of your paper plates. We'll go back down again so y'all can see our craft. We're gonna cut one of the paper plates in half. And then I'm gonna find a brown. There it is. I'm gonna find the brown. And on that piece I just cut, I'm gonna color it nice and brown. If you don't want to color, you can always put, and if there's more than one of you, you guys can use the other half. So if there's 2 of you, then you have 2 halves, and you only have to cut one paper plate. So I'm coloring all the bottom of my plate. Finish coloring the top of my plate. So then I have the bottom. That's some dirt. It's gonna be some dirt. Oh, I didn't think about this. I really needed a white plate, but we're gonna make it work. So then I'm gonna lay my brown piece on top of my other plate. And if you have 2 white ones, let me say this. If you have 2 white ones, you want them to go together like this. But Miss Haley did not have white ones. So I'm gonna put mine together like this. So I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna draw a line. And that above that line, I'm gonna color blue to be a sky. I'm just gonna quick color. Doesn't have to be super pretty. I'm just gonna quick color. Then you can do this outside edge if you want to, because you're making a sky. Awesome. Now, I did say you either need some orange paper, you need orange and green paper. Let me find my orange and green. orange and green, or you can draw it on white paper and color it. I'm gonna move that out of the way. All right, I'm gonna get a pencil this time, I think. Oh, there it is. I like drawing with black pencils. All right, now we're gonna draw some carrots. Now carrots are skinnier at the bottom and they get a little bit bigger at the top. They're not super big at the top. And then I'm gonna draw one backwards. So they're skinnier at the bottom and it's gonna get bigger at the top. I'm gonna draw one more. Skinnier at the bottom. And carrots are all different sizes. Something else carrots have is they have these round lines on them. So I'm gonna draw those on my carrot. These will make them look like real carrots. This one needed more lines. So then I'm gonna cut out the bottom of my carrots. And you want them to be long enough to stick out of your dirt to where you can see the tops of them. Okay? So they don't have to be super big, but you want them a little bit bigger than your plate. Okay? There's one carrot. Let's see. 2 carrots. Last one. Super job. 3 carrots. Move that trash. I may save that top part. So then for the tops of our carrots, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold a carrot on my paper and kind of see how wide it is. So I'm gonna cut a little piece like this, a little piece like this. Then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna snip them down, but I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'm just gonna make the hairy grass stuff that goes at the top of a carrot. See? And then you can take your glue, a little bit of glue, and put it on the bottom of your hairy grass stuff, the top of your carrot, that silly rabbit would have given to the bear, and then you have a carrot. So we need 2 more of those. Cut the rest of this one. And then we'll do our little snips again. Snip, 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 snip. And then we're gonna put it on our carrot. I'll put it on the orange this time, but that's okay as long as you put it on the back. 2 carrots. And I need 1 more piece for my other carrot. Then I'm gonna snip, 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 snip. Oh, that one's kind of big. Snip. And I'm gonna put some glue. A little bit, doesn't take very much. Then I'm gonna stick it on there. So then what you're gonna do is you're either gonna take some glue, tape probably will work better for this. And you're gonna put the dirt part on the bottom And like I said, yours will be like this. But Miss Haley's paper plate was not white. So, I don't even think I have white paper plates. I need to get some. You're going to take some tape and put your dirt all around. You can glue this, but it probably will stay better with tape. And then you have your sky and your dirt. And then you can plant your carrots. And you can make some different vegetables if you want to. That would be cool. I would love to see that. So then you have your carrots that plant. You can harvest your carrots, plant them back. Isn't that cool? I know y'all are going to do such a great job on those. Isn't it neat how God gives us so many different kinds of vegetables and plants that we can eat? What plants did we see in that book? We saw broccoli and celery and radishes and carrots, like our carrots that were the bottoms. We saw corn, and they all started as a seed. Hare's family planted a seed, and they would grow and grow and grow until they became a plant. Until they became a plant, and then they would pick them. And that's how we get all the things we eat are plants that God made. And so we plant things in the ground, they grow and grow and grow, and then we harvest them, and then we eat them. So I would love to see some of your pictures from today, and I would love to see what you guys get done. So I hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and I want to see you on Sunday. So I hope to see you in Bible class on Sunday. Love you guys.